play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain well behind.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Braxton Berrios from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one too low.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Turbo 3, kick.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are pouring it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tua going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 5.
At the 9-yard line.
Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Jackson on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They try the fake field goal. It doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 1 second, all that remains. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And now it's 2nd down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Bruno, you're going to get dogged today.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases him, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. We got to scramble. Let's go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run the option. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Listen to me, buddy. You're not running to the right, okay? Do you understand me? You're gonna lose. It's 67. It's 67, buddy. 67-0. Bruno, you are trash. You're not locked in. You're not none of that. So, buddy, you better do good. You better do good, buddy. You better do good. If you don't do good, you're trash.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance?
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Travis Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
44. Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Tua to try again on second down. Quick throw there is incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Here's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught with Sean Bateman.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They go play action now. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are pouring it on. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before. That draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Baltimore.
To the right side, this is Edwards. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And score that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Edwards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside
onside kick. Can't fault him for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Fights off the defender. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Complete to Likely. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contour, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
22-yard attempt.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defense.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for two. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract.
deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Number 1, high.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They shakes him up. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
The onside kick recovered by the Dolphins.
To the right. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Ravens 1st down.
Throwing